Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Sleepybug, and today we are going to be playing Favor. I can customize my room. There he is, my cutie patootie, the love of my life. I get to customize my room. Okay, let's see. Are there different like? These are all. Okay, so there's Ray. I don't remember his Jack. Is that Jack? And this is from Seven Deadly Night or Seven Bloody Nights. Okay. But I'm choosing Ray. I'm choosing Ray. This is exciting. This is so much fun. Wait, signature clouds. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Heart. Okay, let's do the clouds. Ooh. Okay, so I like this color. Ooh, you get to decide what kind of style. I kind of like the plain green walls. Raw decor. Let's change that color. Ooh, rainbow. I like this one. Okay. Oh, those are pretty. Y'all, I did not know we was about to be doing a customization. Y'all know how I am with customizations. I apologize. I kind of like the light. Change my bed. Let's do a pink bed. Okay, let's do that one. That looks so cozy. Our light.
One hour later. A few moments later.
Okay, I like this better. My alarm rings obnoxiously, waking me from my daze. The sunlight peeks through the curtains, encouraging my rise. Would you like to create a character? Oh, this is exciting. Oh, we're so cute. So, not the black hairstyles. I'm shook. I'm excited. This is too exciting. It's exciting. You don't know how exciting it is to have like black hairstyles. This is exciting. I'm excited. Oh, and there's so many. I like the braids. They're very pretty. They worked hard on this game. I'm in love with all of this. This is so cute. Just simple. Okay. Okay. I love her. Let me go change her lip color.
One eternity later. The next.
Yeah, I love this. Turning over, I grab my phone off the nightstand. Still half asleep, I accidentally hit my snooze alarm rather than the off button. Crap. This is sucking. I unlock my phone and turn the alarm off. Unread messages. Click your phone in the top left corner to check messages. Use scroll to navigate vertically through the long conversations. You can open your phone at any time. I glare at the bright screen and browse through them. I rub my face looking at the time. If I don't get up now, I'll really be late to work. With haste, I get ready. I give myself one last quick once-over in the mirror before grabbing my keys and wallet. I walk up to my stale, medium-wage job at the local movie theater. Familiar facade was extravagant in an all-too-cheesy way. Perhaps it was a really cool-looking place 30 years ago when the theater was new to the town, but now its appeal seemed lost to time. I walk in the interior of the theater as patrons pass me on their way out. Our theater extended matinee showtimes just to get people in the door these days. Apparently, the theater can't solely rely on opening night showings to support its cost to run. I clock in, and Sandy gives me the directive to work the concessions today. Aside from the matinee patrons, today is already pretty slow. I guess not too many people are in seeing movies midway Wednesday. I head towards the concession counter where I am stationed for my shift. From the corner of my eye, I can see Alvin glancing at me as he makes his way to the ticketing booth. Wave to him. Pretend I'll wave. He's cute. He looks sweet. He looks nice. I wave to him. His face brightens with surprise and he waves back excitedly. He takes a step forward. Heh. Sleepy! Buggy! I got scared. Maybe his name is Buggy. Sleepy! Buggy! Your voice draws my vision upward. Kendra stands before me, my closest friend since childhood. Do you have me on mute or something? Is your phone broken? No, sorry, I passed out pretty hard yesterday. Let's look at it. Oh. Unlock. Oh my. Hey, you up? Never mind, sorry for bothering you. I dyed my hair blue, can't wait to see you at work today. Push marks. I thought you would find it cool. Xander. Mia's going wild again. Guess she got her heart broken again. Shake my head. A weekly occurrence at this point. Hey, cutie, you work today? Did you sleep in again? Shut up. Bad snitches do it well. Come on, shut. What? Oh, my head. Oh, Mia. Kenny. You really left me on red. OMG, send help. Mia is crazy, lol. Do not trust that blonde girl with some tequila, that's for sure. Oh no. Mia is such a freaking handful. Loser squad. Hey Kendra, can I borrow your chiffon scarf? Heck no, and don't call me that. Mia, get your own darn clothes for once. Rosie, not you too. Zan, back me up. Scene. 12:20 p.m. LOL. You guys are such losers. Hey, is everything okay? If you need anything, I'm around. Oh, Rosie. Yo, got any extra weed on you? Yo, Zan with you? Tell him to pick up his darn phone. Not that blurry photo. I love him. Oh, this is such a cool way to have your gallery. Oh. my fortune. Fortune is so-so. Try not to make any big commitments today. Your lucky items are jello shots with all of the alcohol accidentally cooked out, tasteful note to your tax preparer, colonel mustard clue cards that excludes DILF energy. Remember, which is the real you? Okay. All right. Oh, this is so much. Okay. I move behind the counter to clean some spilled popcorn. Kenny follows closely behind. You should have come out yesterday. It was so crazy. Super fun. You missed out. I laugh uncomfortably. I was used to missing out at this point. This time I wasn't even invited. They must have forgotten. Or maybe I just assumed I would say no. Yeah, Mia sent me a pic. Seemed like fun. It was so fun. Mia can't handle her drink per usual. You should have seen her sing Devour Mind. Half the words were not comprehensible, at least not to the standards of any human language. It was so darn funny. These lights are too loud in here. Xander walks up with a pained Mia in tow. Hey, babe. Hope you don't mind we stopped by. Is he talking to me? Because only babe that I got is a cute demon boy who may or may not have sold my soul to. Doesn't seem too busy here. Hey, sleepy. I love that word goth. Kenny scrunches her nose. Ugh, I'm so glad I quit. I'm not gonna smell like popcorn just from standing here. She sniffs her shirt, disgust palpable in her expression. Xander reaches his long arms past the counter, draping them around me. He pulls me close into a hug. Don't be so dramatic, Kenny. I happen to love the scent of fresh popcorn. Xander pushed his face into mine affectionately. Kenny rolls her eyes, scoffing. Okay, ew. Your fans aren't gonna like that oily smell on you. That's like so not attractive. Xander pulls back. Yeah, guess you're right. If I keep smelling popcorn, I'm gonna puke. Jay has enough oil for the whole band, like greasy butthole. Jay? Kenny gasps, smiling at me. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Sleepy and Jay were high school sweethearts. No way. Seriously? Jay Watts? Yeah, Sleepy. Jay's the drummer for the Numb Vice. Now after Donnie left. You dated in high school? I forgot he existed. How long has he been in town? I forgot he existed. Wow, yeah, to be honest, I kind of forgot he existed. It's been so long. Don't look so bothered, Zan. It's lame. Xander shoots a glare at Kenny. What if he tries to slide back in? Xander casts a glance sideways at me. I wouldn't blame him. We were like 15, Zan. I doubt Jay even remembers me. Xander looks at me for a little smile. He leans close, eyes narrowing. Somehow, I doubt that. Xander mumbles to me. You guys are so gross. I'm gonna get acid reflux just from watching you two. Either way, I'm already sick of the guy. I'm just sick in general. Been seeing him every day to prepare for tomorrow night. What's going on tomorrow night? Oh, Kenny, you didn't text her? A silent pause drifts by as Xander glances at Kenny. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you. Well, I was going to tell you, but then you never texted me back, so I just forgot. So technically, that's kind of on you. I don't think I like our friends. Kenny shrugs casually. Dang, sorry, Sleepy. I thought you already knew. We're performing tomorrow night at the Compliance. You're still going to come out, right? Kenny plays with her hair, glancing at me, and then her phone. Or are you like all booked up with rotting in bed watching brain dead shows? Well, I mean, it's kind of sudden. Kenny scoffs. Sudden? It's tomorrow night, bug. I'm a little nervous. Why do they keep referring me to my full name? Sudden? It's tomorrow night, bug. Do you want us to book you a week in advance next time? I'd love for you to see me perform. Not to mention you kind of missed the last one. Well, what time does the show start? 8 p.m. Xander looks hopeful. I can't help but to smile. Okay, I'll try to make it. Heck yeah. He leans over, ruffling my hair, and plants a short kiss on my forehead. Kenny smells her shirt. Ugh, bleh. Okay, I'm leaving before I smell permanently. Kenny glances at Mia, who is vomiting violently in the theater garbage bin. God, she can't just hold her stuff together for like 10 minutes. See you later, Sleepy. As Kenny makes her leave, Xander follows, and I remain where I stood for the beginning. Our friends kind of suck. Just me and the popcorn machine. Hey. And Alvin, I guess? I just wanted to say sorry that I messaged you so late last night. I had a bit too much to drink. I'm kind of embarrassed. Don't worry about it, Alvin. It's already forgotten. So, was that your boyfriend? Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way. I sigh internally. But you're way too good for him, Sleepy. I get that he's a musician, so that's attractive to people like you. I see him trying to help, and I see him trying to, like, not make this a bad thing, but he's making me want to fight. Thank you. People like me? Wait, I didn't mean... Okay, wait, listen. Alvin takes a second to calm himself down from his flustered state. Look, all I'm saying is that his voice picks up speed from nervousness. It's only a matter of time before a guy like that hurts you. I'm not trying to offend you or anything. It's just obvious he's a blatant narcissist. Any guy would be lucky to have you. But that guy is so flashy. He loves attention, and so you're just better off with He stops in his tracks. What he was about to say lingers on his tongue as his face heats up. A group of customers pass on their way to the theater. Out of kindness, I pretend to be ignorant. Alvin? I think Theater 3 just got out. Don't you have to sweep? Yeah, I should go do that. He scuttles off in a way that is awkwardly fast and jilted. Alvin bumps into the candy stand, almost spilling it all on his way out, only saved by his frantic quick reflexes and flailing arms. I sigh. Only a few more hours. I like the time thing. I walk towards the table, drink in hand, steadying my steps so that I don't spill. As I approach, a familiar form comes into view. I missed you so much. They sit, leaning forward excitedly, and a smile grows.
Well. Would you look at what the cat dragged in? Long week?
He kind of has an echo when he talks. Something like that. I sit, carefully placing the drink down. The crystallized glass glints in the low light. I mumble.
Yeah?
You can talk to me about it. I won't even charge you for it. My job makes me smell like butter and oil all day. I think my friends hate me. I think my friends hate me. Well, maybe I'm being dramatic. I give an awkward, forced laugh. Z tilts their head in interest. My friends, they forget to invite me to things, and maybe that's on me for not accepting their invitation as much lately. But it still hurts not to be invited, you know? I keep hearing about last nights after the fact, and it stings a bit more each time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too self-absorbed by expecting them to invite me. Who knows? I give a shrug, rotating my glass idly. Silence coats the atmosphere as Z stares at me. I begin to feel embarrassed. Sorry, that was a bit of an overshare, I guess. I laugh to relieve some of the awkwardness. None of my friends invite me places either. When I get told not to go,
Yes.
I go anyways. They say, if you show up, I'll send you back to heck myself.
And I'm like, buddy, if I don't get to go to this thing I'm not invited to, I may as well already be in hell.
He looks at me with an expectant face, waiting for my agreement. You know what I'm saying? Social anxiety fears him. Yeah, sure. Totally. I lie to appease his expectant expression. So what I'm saying is, you gotta go anyways. See, that's totally easier said than done. Everything is easier said than done until you do it. Facts. I guess so. After a pause, Z continues.
So?
What'd you do today? I took a sip of my drink. Well, I woke up a bit late, and then I went to work. At the movie theater? Yeah, it was a pretty slow day.
And?
What movies did you watch? Watch? No, I had to work. Sometimes they let us watch movies for free when we aren't on the clock. Z pauses, a confused expression clouding over their face. On the clock? How big is this clock?
Well?
And how long must one stand on this clock in order to obtain their daily payment? No, Z, it's an expression. On the clock means that the time you spend working.
So?
Watching the movies? It's not part of the job. Z opens their mouth, and neither is standing on a large clock. They close their mouth. What do you think working at the theater entails? Being the person that watches the movies? No. Well, maybe next time then. I give up. Sure, yeah. Maybe next time.
So?
What else happened? Well, I was walking home and I stare into my glass, my brain feeling the buzz. Losing track of my thoughts, I look back up. You always ask about me. What did you do today, Z?
Oh?
Me? You want to hear about my day? They smile, teeth sharp glinting.
Well?
Well, I did some things. Terrorized some civilians, encouraged humans to commit fraud, lit some fires.
Yes.
And then I came here. Wow, sounds like a pretty mundane day. Z thinks about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to get some more tortures in. I was being sarcastic. Oh. Good one. They smile, staring at me. I stare at their tail, moving back and forth hypnotically. The glint of the low light reflecting off of their horns beautifully. Okay, I can't help from asking. What's with the horns and tails? He reaches up, touching his horns lightly. What do you mean? What are they made of, and how do you move the tail like that?
Well, my horns are made of bone.
Bone?
Bone.
How did you get bone?
The Bone Factory.
Really?
No, you dummy. So I'll take you to the Bone Factory any day of the week. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I got it. You are so
You
annoying.
love me.
I do. But seriously, are they actually made of real bone?
Wait.
Z stares at me through their fringe. Something like recognition sweeps across their face. You don't get it, do you? You are still in dreamland after all, huh? Silly human.
Come here.
Okay. They pull a chair from nearby table next to them, kicking it lightly so it turns to face them. I look at Z, and they stare back. Sitting in that chair. I get up and sit in the chair across from them obediently. He smiles approvingly, patting my head like an animal. I like head pats. I like head pats. I can feel the tip of his long fingernails poking my scalp.
Good human. Who's a good human?
I stare at him as he ruffles my hair and makes patronizing remarks. I look up at his horns and then his tail that swishes back and forth. The smell of smoke and whiskey is ever stronger by his side. It makes my head spin. Z smiles pleasantly. Look at his tails, look at his horns. I'll look at his we'll do his horns. I stared at Z's horns. They were shiny, a deep night black ending in red tips. They had small marks and organic divots much like an animal's horns. They looked thick, sharp, and dangerous. How did you get them to look so real? Z smiles.
Yeah?
You like them, don't you? Don't be shy. You can touch either if you like. I reach a hand forward. Touch. I'll touch his horns. I'm not screaming. I reach my hand towards Z. He angles his head downwards. He snaps his teeth at my hand. Ah! I scream in surprise, yanking my hand back towards me.
The look on your face.
You're so irritating. I glare at them.
Okay, go ahead. Touch him.
I pause, staring at him.
I won't bite this time. I promise.
I relent, reaching my hand forward again. I reach for it cautiously, running my hand over his horn. It was surprisingly cool and smooth. Z pushes their horns further into my hand, humming.
Feels nice.
I run my hand up his horn to the top. I lightly touch the tip. It was dangerously sharp.
Careful.
Z hums the warning. Z regains his composure. It really felt real.
Yeah.
That's because they are human. What? You heard me. Stop messing with me. Z frowns. I'm not. Focus your mind onto my words. They are real. I am real. We are sitting at a bar, having a drink. You felt it yourself. Don't let your brain deny that. Don't lie to yourself. I look around. The other patrons don't seem to notice his lifelike appendages.
Don't look at them. They don't matter. Look at me.
Am I dreaming? Z reaches over my hand, pinching it. Ow! You are awake.
Yeah.
This is real, and you are strong enough to accept it. I mean, at this point, I definitely believe him. What are you? So, what are you? Me? Well, I'm trying to be yours. Jesus. You ever raise yourself up on accident? That was my voice. I'm being serious, Z. Isn't that kind of a rude question, though? I don't ask you what you are. Even though your humanity is so obvious. What's that supposed to mean?
Well?
I think part of you knows what I am.
Yeah?
Pull it out of yourself, baby. Go on. You can do it. The words catch in my throat. I can't believe I'm even saying it. Are you a demon? Z starts to clap excitedly.
There you go. I knew you could do it. 100 points to humanity.
Oh no, he's seen Harry Potter.
My human is so smart.
You're human? You're human? Okay.
Come over here and get your treat.
I stare at Z, long nails beckoning me. I take their hand, and they get out of their chair and walk over to me. They stare down at me. Z grasps my hand lightly, guiding it towards their face. Z drags my hand down his face. I feel the ridges of their icy metal piercings on their smooth skin. His hot, humid breath brushes against the length of my fingers. They open their mouth, sharp teeth frightening. He guides my ring finger into his mouth slowly, lapping at it lightly with his black forked tongue. Round tongue piercing rubbing against my finger. Z closes his mouth over my finger at the base, slowly smiling. My nervousness rises as my fingertip disappears into his mouth. Z... I'm about to protest when he glanced down his teeth hard enough to break skin. Ah! I yelp, pulling my hand back towards me as he releases it. My blood smears his lips as I snap my hand back to my body. What the heck, Z? I wrap a napkin around my finger. Red quickly spills through it. His tongue flicks out, lapping at the blood smeared across his lips.
Humans exchange rings as vows of forever. So I thought I'd give you a ring.
Not like this. Crap, you bit deep, Z. You're trying to permanently scar me or something?
It would be nice to have permanence. If it fades, we will just remake it. We will have permanence one way or another, after all.
My mind reels as his less than human response. I slump back into my chair, cradling my injured hand. What does a demon even want with me anyways? Z slumps down and gives me a look of fake shock. Why do you think I want anything? I'm offended.
Maybe.
I'm just here to be in this bar. Do some R&R.
And?
Have some good old conversation with my favorite human. I look at Z skeptically. I'm, flattered.
So?
Though, if you play your cards right, I may just grant you an indulgence.
Well...
What did you say? What? Well, enough about me. let's get to the real juicy bit.
Yes.
The question everyone is just dying to know. He holds an imaginary microphone up to me.
When, my dear, will you be breaking up with that no-good boyfriend of yours?
Z, stop! Not him trying to coerce me into being his. Woo. Boyfriend? I believe that human is called Xander. Stupid name if you ask me. Xander? Oh, I thought we broke up. Yeah, I think we broke up.
Oh?
You don't sound too sure for yourself. Z tilts their head.
Are you sure?
No. I think, but maybe not.
So?
Here's a better question then.
Well?
Do you, dear human Sleepy, want to break up with him? No? Yes. Why does it matter to a demon? Yes. That guy looks like a creep. Yeah. Things just haven't been the same. He used to be really sweet, really considerate towards me, and I'm also convinced he's sleeping with my best friend, but it's a woman's intuition. But I guess even consideration has its limits. I left with self-deprecation. I'll admit, I'm not the easiest partner, but that doesn't mean he should just discount me completely. He's my boyfriend, but yet it feels like hanging around me is just a chore to him, really. I sigh. Admitting it out loud was harder than I thought. I wanted to blame it all on him becoming a popular local musician, but I can't. Maybe it's just everyone else. I bite my lip, attempting to quell the emotion swelling within me. Outgrowing this small town. This small freaking town that I can't help but sink into more and more every year. Outgrowing me.
Yeah.
Breaking up is a good decision. He isn't right for you. Too selfish. He is ultimately a short-sighted human, only existing to fulfill his own needs like most men. But I, a cute demon, can fulfill your every need. It would only cause you harm, Sleepy. So what? You want me to date you instead then? I joke lightly, and Z smiles.
No.
Whatever.
Yeah?
Let's skip all that and just get married. I'm not sure about that.
Ah, that's right.
Okay, fine. We can take it slower. Wanna go on a date then? I'll plan a full day of fun activities. Z seems genuinely excited. I don't think I can survive a date with you for a couple hours, much less a full day. Z pouts. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Him and these humans lines. That's what humans say. I don't even think I can handle you at your best, Z. Worst is completely out of the question. Plus, considering you really are a demon, I think there are bigger questions here. Or maybe logistical issues?
Might have a but if you prefer something else, I can just kill myself.
I choke on air. Thank you for that overshare, Z. But that was not what I was referring to. Also, a bit of an extreme response. Z shrugs.
So are you gonna go date that movie theater guy then?
Absolutely
Is that who you
not.
prefer instead of a handsome demon who lets you touch them in intimate places? A handsome demon that'll let you rub their horns. I'm getting all worked up just remembering it. I should be the one calling you a demon.
Oh my god, Z. Can you please not word it like that? Z tilts his head. Is there a better way to word it? Probably like a million better ways. Maybe inspiration will strike if you do it again. Z leans forward, an excited expression on their face. Some part of me does want to feel his horns and tail. But as I look at them, practically vibrating in excitement, something tells me I shouldn't encourage them. I shove my hands into my pockets to prevent the temptation. My fingers bump into something hard. Confused, I pull it out. A candy?
Oh.
Is that for me? Sure, you can have it if you want. Alvin gave it to me earlier today. He said it reminded him of me. Kinda corny. Z looks confused.
Huh?
That thing? Why? I'm not sure. Let me read the packaging. It's sweet outside with a sour center. It's hard candy on the outside with a soft center. A decadent and smooth chocolate. Extra sweet and sugary. Alright, we're not picking the decadent smooth chocolate for logistical reasons. Extra sweet and sugary. It's extra sweet and sugary? I cringe. Am I a sweet person? I'd say sweeter than most. But I have to taste to be sure. You just bit my finger, ain't my blood. You should know. You should know.
Not quite.
Though I'm not sure I can agree comparing you to a food.
Really?
It does make me even more curious on what you do really taste like. I glare at Z, holding my injured finger. A taste? You already took a whole bite, you butthole. Z smirks.
Oh.
But I wasn't talking about your finger. What? I'm just gonna ignore that comment. I toss the candy to Z and it lands in front of him. You can have it if you want. Without hesitation, Z flings the candy across the bar.
There was a bug on it.
Z bold-faced lies. I decide to just roll with it. Sure, yeah.
Well?
What do you think of Alvin? He seems odd, but harmless. He creeps me out. He's odd, but harmless. He seems pretty odd, but overall harmless.
Are you sure?
Oh. To me, he seems to be barely holding on. He does seem to have an interest in me. He's just a socially awkward guy, but he doesn't mean any harm. I had to tell him that I didn't need help with my work task. It took a couple of times before he finally stopped taking on my work. He was just trying to be helpful, but some stuff like that makes me feel burdened, you know? I sigh. He will get a clue someday and move on to somebody else. V chews on his lip thoughtfully. It only takes a split second for harmless to become violent, you know. You are exaggerating, and for a demon, you are overprotective. Either way, I can't afford risk losing this job. I barely got it in the first place. I was only able to get it thanks to Kenny. How is your friend hip with Kenny? You, I, and, or? Sorry. The room is spinning slightly, sweat beads on my forehead. I think I'm overheating. Do you know where the restroom is? Z points to the hallway beside the bar. Down the hall to the left.
Careful.
Watch your step up the stairs, human. I lift myself out the chair and head towards the bathroom. The back hallway is dimly lit and narrow. There are 2 doors to the left. I spot the door of the bathroom. The world spins. Sweat continues to bead my forehead. I knock and wait for a moment, realizing that whoever is inside likely couldn't hear due to the music in the pub. I open the door slowly, seeing that it was not occupied. I walk in and close the door behind me. Oh my. I stare at myself in the dingy mirror. Dark circles rest below my eyes. I cringe at the sight. The fluorescent light buzzes deafening. It flickers as if it's mocking me. The walls seem to spin and shift, and I blink. How drunk am I? I sigh, turning on the faucet, resolving to drink some water and sober up once I leave the bathroom. Splashing some water on my face, I feel not quite right. I reach for some paper towels, and my hand brushes against tile? I stumble backwards, shins bumping into something cold, hard. Slipping on the ground, I fall to my knees. I reach behind me to push myself back up, but my hand touches porcelain and then water and something else. I yank my hand back. My eyes blink open, seeing the toilet across the room. What? I spin around, the cabinet behind me. The bathroom, it spins in protest. My head pounds. Am I losing it? I attempt to quickly leave the bathroom. The world spins so violently I can't hardly walk. Crawling out of the bathroom instead. I see a familiar figure.
Oh.
Where are you going? Something's not right. I look around wildly, realizing a little too late that I look like a crazy person. Z crouches down towards me. Calm down, Sleepy. It's okay. Your heartbeat is racing. Z looks at me a bit closer. You are pale and sweating. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. I just need some... I try to get up. Maybe you should sit down. Maybe you should sit down. My vision spins and dots, tunnel vision starting to take over. Water, I just need water. I attempt to make a quick dash to the table. Ankle twist as I desperately move forward. I feel the floor slip from under my feet. I feel an arm catch me, a body against mine before colliding with the hard floor. I'm mad about it. I look up and see Z looking down at me, holding me in their arms.
Are you okay?
Thanks for that, because I didn't like that. No, I'm not. What's going on? No. I answer honestly. I did not feel good. My head throbbed and my heart was pounding something fierce. I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. And I think it's getting to me. I'm sorry. I think a lot of things are getting to me. I'm sorry. Z smiles softly.
I think I pushed you a little too hard this time.
Z looks down at me. He pets my head calmly, lovingly, careful.
Let's get you home.
Z's face draws near. He places a kiss lightly on the tip of my nose. It is warm and comforting like a blanket. My eyes feel heavy, and I drift away. I clocked out of the movie theater, shoving my uniform back into my bag and slinging it over my shoulder. Upon leaving the theater, I see Alvin standing outside. I groan internally. His face lights up when he sees me approaching. He attempts to don a more laid-back posture, but it comes off impossibly stiff. Let's check our phone. Oh. Oop. Let's go down this way. Hey. Oh my god, hello? Are you up today? Hey, you there? Lately I can't sleep. I'm having nightmares. Please respond. Are you okay? Oh, you responded. I'm okay now. I didn't get to worry anything. How are you doing today? Wanna hang out? Come find me. Oh my god. Xander. Hey, you there? Please talk to Kenny. She won't respond to me or I. It's the least you could do for me. It's the least I could do for you. Do I seriously have to bring it up? Mia said you were playing dumb, but this is like just twisting the knife. How can you act like that? Like nothing happened. Do they not matter to you? Kenny won't even talk to me. I knew you were self-absorbed, but this is impossible. This is insane. What? Don't you dare play dumb. It might work on Zam, but not me. Are you okay? Do you actually even care? I try to seem as if I don't notice him, moving quickly past him to leave, cursing myself as I lift my headphones at my home.
Hey.
Sleepy. I turned to Album with a tight smile. What's up?
Are you heading back?
Yep.
I just got off too. Want to hang out?
Sorry, Alvin, I have to run some errands.
I don't mind tagging along. I can help carry your bags or something.
It's okay. I prefer to do errands alone so I don't get sidetracked. Alvin sighs dramatically.
No, I get it. You got a new boyfriend, didn't you?
What?
Don't play dumb to spare my feelings.
What are you talking about?
You always felt like you were too good for me. I could tell. I'm not an idiot.
Alvin, swear to God, I don't know what you're talking about.
All of you have been acting really weird since the fire. You seem the most normal, but I can tell that you are the weirdest of all.
I gotta go. My heart pounds as I squeeze past Alvin out the door. He scoffs as I pass, glowering down at me with the heat blinding his eyes. He's acting weirder than usual. I look behind me multiple times. He stares at me from the door. As I walk home, the sun illuminates my path. My phone vibrates violently. Anxiety swirls in the pit of my stomach as I take my phone out. I feel nauseated. My stomach flips at the messages. I see a shadow move from behind me and I push myself to walk as fast as I can. Tears prickle my eyes. I stare at the ground, shoving my phone into my pocket. Sorry, Daddy. Excuse me.
Whoa.
They steady me with their hands and step back.
You okay? Took a mighty fine tumble there.
Their voice is deep, yet soft. Something about how they look at me is so comforting. I almost forget my worries. Thank you. I take a step back. My phone vibrates again and I wince. The stranger looks down curiously. I shift uncomfortably.
Everything all right? You look concerned. There's a bench over yonder if you need to take a rest.
Whatever you say,
I'll
sir.
fetch you a water.
No, I'm okay. I respond to the person and they gaze at me for a moment before relenting.
Well, all right then. Apologies for bumping into you. Suppose I got lost in my thoughts there. Often in a big city.
You sound like you aren't from around here at all.
Well, I sure ain't.
Is he my guardian angel? Are him and Z gonna fight to the death? Here for business? The stranger's mysterious smirk never falters.
Or something like that, darling.
Don't do that, sir. Don't call me darling. Especially
Ain't
that
nothing
tone.
for you to worry over.
Not the hot boy shot. The stranger tips their hat in my direction.
I'll be cutting a path out of here. So long, partner.
They tipped their head at me slightly and turned to walk away. I'm so flustered by the whole ordeal, I wasn't sure if I should say anything. They were kind of weird. Let me get you a coffee. Z will be so pissed. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's get coffee. Thank you for stopping to offer me help. Please, would you let me get you a coffee as repayment? The person pauses, turning their head just enough so they could see me out of their peripherals. A curious smirk crosses their usual stony expression.
Real. Ain't you an odd fish? I'm flattered. By and by, I'll be seeing you again. You can count on that. Now, best be making tracks for dark.
Yes, sir. The mysterious person saunters off. I hope I didn't make a terrible choice and I'm gonna get in trouble. I close the door as I enter the familiar bar. I can see the light glint off of their horns before they even see me. As I approach closer, I see Z's face relaxed. His face rests on his curled up arms, asleep. Sit down, brush the hair out of their eyes. No, because he gonna be staring at me crazy, but I do want to do it. Their soft breaths evenly bristle the hair covering their eyes. My hand reaches out before I am even aware, curiosity grasping a hold of me. With my fingertips, I attempt to push away some of Z's hair from his eye. And they smile. Ah! I keep making bad decisions. I just want to touch. Anyway. With a familiar premonition, I yank my hand back. Z is too fast. He snatches my wrist.
Caught you.
He sings songs mockingly.
What do I get for catching you? Should I bite off one of your meddlesome little fingers?
Z, this isn't funny.
It's a little funny.
It's a little funny. It's a little funny. Z sits up, one of his eyes peering through his slightly parted hair. Because I adore you, and you are my little human. I'll let your impertinence go, with only one small punishment. I look at Z. They are not kidding. Aww. I hesitate before asking the one question he is waiting for. What is the punishment? Z smirks wild and gleeful. In one movement, they scoop me up, placing me back down on the table. I glance around. Nobody else in the pub seems to have noticed or cared. They reach their finger for it, tapping their lips.
Well?
I want a kiss. They lean in, hovering in front of me, their impossibly wide smirk only widening dangerously.
Yeah?
Kiss. I heard. I'm not doing that. Kiss thee. Been obedient so far. Let's kiss them. That's what you want? Z nods excitedly, their hair bouncing wildly. I stare at them for a second longer. I can almost see their eyes wide with anticipation from under their fringe. Okay, fine, but don't move. I lean in, my heart picking up speed the closer I get. Don't move. Reiterate clearly. I can see V's tail wagging hypnotically from behind their body. My nerves are on edge as I feel his breath brush lightly over my face. It smells like smoke. Charcoal. I close my eyes, stilling myself before leaning forward. I close the distance, joining our lips together. The cold metal of V's piercings made me shiver. His lips were warm and soft. The contrast made my head spin. After a couple seconds, I pull back, looking at Z. What? They look completely dumbstruck. Interesting. I stare at Z. His eyes seem to be glowing with heat. Oh, his lips were surprisingly soft. Some deep part of me wanted more. Let's kiss Z again. Kiss Z again. Forget it. I pull Z in by the necklace. Our lips collide deeply, passionately. There was an odd sense of nostalgia, familiarity. Z wraps their arms around me. I tangle my hands in his hair, no doubt making it more messy than it probably already is. I push into them more, body pressed into body, as they shift to grasp my thighs. Our lips move and press in conjunction. I lean my hand back slightly, separating to take a breath of air. Z presses their tongue into my mouth. Huh? Huh? He chuckles at my surprise, the reverb warning my body. Z's tongue lightly brushes and plays with my own as he rolls his piercing over my tongue. I can feel nails digging ever so slightly into my thighs. I was beginning to lose myself.
Yeah?
Do you want more? Z mumbles into my mouth. My eyes flutter open.
Dove.
Z whispers.
That's not a proper answer.
Jesus. Z brushes their lips across mine teasingly, flickering their tongue against mine in a way that made my mind melt deliciously. He runs his hand down the side of my face, stroking it lovingly.
Don't you want more?
His touch is
I
hypnotizing.
can give it to you.
It threatens to consume me whole.
You just have to ask me.
My hand falls, touching the cold sweat on my drink glass. It breaks me out of my trance, and I suddenly realize where we were. In the middle of a freaking bar. I jump away from Z. Wait, Z. I push Z back a bit. Oh my god. I can't believe I just did that. Pretty bold of you, human. I slide off the table, squeezing my body through the limited space between Z and the table. They just stand there, watching me as I pass. I sit back down in the chair, fixing my clothes. Jesus. Z follows behind, settling his chair across the way. There, are you happy now? Z grins, a poop-eating grin. You seem to enjoy it quite a bit. I'm almost impressed by your self-control. How would you know? Z points at themselves.
Dummy.
Demon, remember, dummy? Humans may have many films about talking cars, but Demon has some cool things too. Like what? The ability to pester endlessly about committing arson? Excuse me? I believe the humans call it self-betterment. I should be charging for my services, you ungrateful brat. That is not self-betterment, Z.
That's right.
It sounds like the words of a person who hasn't committed arson. Z! I can't hold back a laugh any longer. You're so ridiculous, it's almost cute. Z suddenly lightens up.
Really?
You think I'm cute? I prefer dashing or handsome, but I won't be picky. Do a lot of people call you dashing and handsome? Z tilts their head. Depends on how they get to know me, I guess. So then, what about people who know you well? What do they call you? Usually Great Marquis? Less desirable names uttered were commonly their last. I am not one to honor last word rights after all. Marquis? Are you royalty? I suppose you can say that.
Why so many questions? Are you curious about me? Do
Yeah.
I already have you so infatuated, human?
No. I want to get to know you more. Don't flatter yourself. I want to get to know him more. I like him. I wanted to get to know you a bit more.
Oh?
Is that right? You are just so interested in me, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Z blinks a bit, taken aback by the blunt answer. So I think it's my turn to ask you some questions. I don't talk about myself much. Why not? Z shrugs.
Well,
No reason to. I look at Z. They shift in their seat but provide no explanation. Z? That's not fair. I pout a bit childishly. Z laughs.
why?
I answered so many of your questions, and I can't ask you anything? Name something less fair than that. I dare you. Paying for water?
Mm-hmm.
Credit card debt?
And?
Paying taxes on lottery wins?
Yeah?
Missing the bus because it came 5 minutes early? You know what I was trying to say. Let's go back to talking about movies again.
Well...
Did you know that they made a second car? I cross my arms, facing away, resorting to giving Z the silent treatment. I am so good at the silent treatment. It's really bad, actually. I wasn't proud of it, but this is all I had left. They deflate... His little face! They deflate a bit. Their little face. Look at it. You see, the doors have handles. And the cars don't have hands. Like, what is that all about? You know? I suddenly think of an idea. Oh! Z! Do you want to play a game with me? Z immediately perks up.
That's right.
Oh, a game? As long as you don't mind losing. If you cheat, I will never play a game with you again. Z scoffs. You offend me. I have confidence in my abilities to win against a mere human. Okay then. How about we play a game where if I win, I get to ask you a question and you have to answer. Z stares at me. I pick at my nails thoughtfully. Guess you're too scared to lose to a human then. I glance upward to him to see if he took the bait. In his hands is a pack of cards.
Yeah.
No! I don't want that. I choose the game. He said if you're going to be a brat, you got a brat, right, girl? Fine. But I choose the game and the rules. I stifle a smile. Fine. We are gonna play the human card. Truck the dealer. Do you know how to play? Refresh my memory. I will pull a card. You will guess the number on the card. Ace being 1, Jack 11, Queen 12, and King is 13. So guess a number from 1 to 13. If you guess the number correctly on your first guess, I will take 4 drinks and answer 1 question. If you guess incorrectly, I will tell you higher or lower, and you will be given a second chance. If you guess correctly on the second chance, I will take 2 drinks and answer your question. So generous! Z pauses, pondering a bit.
Yeah.
Because there are only 2 of us, let's give you a 3rd chance. If you get your 3rd guess correct, I will take 1 drink and answer a question. If you guess incorrectly on your 3rd chance, you will have to drink equal to the difference of the 2 numbers. I'm a human, I might die. The 2 numbers being your final incorrect guess and the number of the card I'm holding. And when I say drink, I mean drink. None of that weak-hearted stuff. I want to see you swallowing the equivalent of a shot, okay? Sure. I'm so happy that I chose the blush because I'm just like... When you win or lose after 3 guesses, we'll start a new round. Z taps his finger on the table because he's a cheater. How's your alcohol tolerance? Terrible. Basically non-existent, about average, pretty high. It doesn't exist. To be honest, I'm not very confident at all. I nervously intertwine and stretch my fingers. Please don't be too hard on me.
Aww.
You are so cute, human. I promise I won't bully you. For this game. Jesus. I feel like I'm being scammed. A wide, toothy grin stretches across Z's face.
Guess you're just too scared to lose to a demon then.
Fine, let's do this. Z shuffles the cards for a few minutes. The cards flip so fast my eyes can't follow. Z was surprisingly dexterous even with those long nails. He places the deck in front of me.
Well?
Would you like to cut? Yeah, I'll cut it. Why not? I look at Z, narrowing my eyes. I don't really trust that he didn't do anything underhanded. Probably safe to cut the deck either way. I cut the deck and lean back, watching Z expectantly. He smiles. Don't trust me, huh? Z pulls a card off the top.
So?
What'll it be? 1 to 13. When in doubt, pick 7. What?
Lucky guess.
Oh, thank God. I should have been that nervous. I'm gonna win next round. Cut on that human. Z takes a swallow of their drink. He shuffles the deck. So, human, what would you like to know? What is heck like? Am I going to heck? Do you listen to music? Do you have demon friends or family? Do all demons hate God? Do you listen to music? Do you listen to music? Human music. Sure, from time to time. I enjoy the loud and chaotic stuff. Where humans will flail their bodies as if they're on fire and attack each other like wild animals. He likes metal. Sometimes that is fun. It's all so very fun.
Maybe.
I'll show you sometime. What? But for now, do you want to play another round? Z taps the deck of the cards on the table, straightening them out.
So?
What'll it be? 8? I don't like how he whistles. It made me feel some kind of way. Okay. Well, crap. That's some beginner's luck for you, I guess. Z places the card on the table. I guess correctly. Yay! They pick up their drink, knocking back 4 large drinks. They lick their lips lasciviously. Z shuffles the deck. So, human, what would you like to know? Why do I have to play a card game to ask you a question? Can you eat food? Do angels exist? Do all demons look like you? Can you shape and read minds? Shapeshift and read minds? Okay, that's a good one. I'm between, do all demons look like you? Can you shapeshift and read minds? I mean, he's drinking alcohol, so I'm assuming he can eat food. Why do I have to play a card game to ask you questions? I'm gonna ask this one. Since you are a demon, can you also, like, shapeshift and read minds? Z tilts their head curiously. A wide, toothy grin appears on his face. You want to know if I have any special powers? If I can read every one of your little human thoughts? What if I can?
Well?
What would you do? You can't answer my question with another question, Z. Fine. Yes and no. To what? Both. I can shapeshift under certain circumstances. And I cannot read minds, but I am able to feel certain things from humans. That answers your question, so let's move on.
So?
What'll it be? Okay, I'm gonna choose 11. Let's do that. What can I say? Oh crap, that's beginner's luck for you, I guess. Z places the card on the table. I guessed correctly. They pick up their drink, taking 4 gulps. They lick their lips vivaciously. Z shuffles the deck. So, human, what would you like to know? Can you eat food? Do angels exist? Do all demons look like you? Do all demons look like you? Do angels exist? That's a good question because of the guy. Do angels exist? If you really are a demon, does that mean angels also exist? Of course. Do you know any? Yes. You can even say you do as well. Really? Who? One question per win. If he let Princess slip, then it would. I'm selling my soul. No, I don't think I regret it. I roll my eyes. Fine. Let's get back to it then. What'll it be? Let's choose 1. I might be good at this game. Well, crap. That's some beginner's luck for you, I guess. Z places the card on the table. They pick up their drink, taking 4 gulps. They lick their lips vivaciously. Z shuffles the deck. So, human, what would you like to know? If I bite your tail, would it hurt? Do you have any hobbies? If you bite me, will I become a demon? He's not a vampire. When were you born? Can demons feel human emotions? I mean, I guess technically they can. These are all some very good questions, actually. I'm gonna do them all. If I bite your tail, would it hurt? I stare at Z's tail wagging behind him in slow motion. If I bite your tail, would it hurt you? Hurt. I don't really feel that sensation of pain that easily.
So?
Probably not. Can't say I've ever had someone try, though. Their tail shimmers under the light like sleek rubber. Z's voice dips low. Not that I wouldn't be against it. Wanna sell your soul for a bite? No, it's okay. I love him. Do you have any hobbies? Talking to you. That doesn't count as a hobby. Z stares at me. I sometimes like to commit murder, as the humans call it. As the humans call it? Demons don't call it that?
Wow.
Well, slaughter is usually used instead. I don't think slaughtering humans would really count as a hobby, to be honest. I cringe, unable to tell if he is joking. Oh, so now the human is gatekeeping hobbies. What? Are you serious? Hobbies are usually like playing an instrument, sports, gaming, knitting, not committing crimes, Z. I enjoy playing video games. Do you? Yes, that is a hobby.
Yeah.
And I like to sword fight. Okay, yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
I also like to light large buildings on fire. Okay, no, that does not count as a hobby, Z.
Huh?
What? Why not? It is a crime.
Ah, that's right.
Alright. I forgot humans consider it so. Humans hate seeing any demons have fun and let loose a little. Let's just get back to playing the card game. If you bite me, will I become a demon? Like a vampire? Z smiles lecherously.
Not quite.
Nah, really? But I wouldn't be opposed to trying if you would like. They smile, their many sharp teeth glinting with devilish intent. I'd love to sink my teeth slowly into you until your flesh gives away. I bet your warm blood is delightful. Z seems to be getting more and more worked up as they shift in their seat excitedly. How about we get back to the game? Sure. When were you born? Z pauses in confusion. Born from something? I was not born in the human sense. Z taps their finger on the table in thought. I was rather brought into existence. When was that? How old are you? A light shines behind Z's hair. I am older than the human existence. Really? Only a human seeks to ask a question, receives an answer, and will still cast doubt. Z sighs. I suppose it's in your nature.
Well?
Shall we get back to the game? Sure. Can demons feel human emotions? Like love, hate, envy, nostalgia? Z tilts their head. Of course. Most demons were once human. But for those of us who are not, it is harder to. Some emotions will align, some will not. Some, it's hard to really say. Depends on the demon. Okay, I guess that's a fair enough answer, if any. If you insist.
So?
What'll it be? I choose... The last one was low, so let's go high. Let's do 13. Wrong. Wrong. He smirks vivaciously.
I want to see you go lower.
Lower? Okay. 7? Wrong. He smirks vivaciously.
I want to see you go lower.
Even lower? What was I saying? 7? 2?
No.
Nope. It was a bit higher. The correct number was 5. It's okay. So it looks like your difference is 3. I take 3 gulps of my drink. Rest in peace, me. I think I had 3 drinks so far. Maybe we should slow down. No, I can keep going.
Are you sure?
We can stop. I'm not feeling great. I'd like to stop. I set my head down against the cool table. Let me fetch you some water. Z seems to be taking their time. I lay my head down on my arms, my cool skin feeling lovely against my alcohol-heated face. My eyes are lulled closed by the white noise of quiet conversations. My eyes blur open as I hear Z approach. You look tired. Should I take you home? No, I'm fine. Z looks doubtful at me. You don't seem fine.
Yeah.
Let's just call it a night. For some reason, I could hear Kenny's voice in his words, annoyance slipping into her tone, as she once again disappointed in my ability to be the friend that she expects me to be. My inability to reach her standards she set for me without a smidgen of consideration towards me. I'm fine. I'm always freaking fine. God forbid if I'm not. Z looks on curiously, but I can't help the waterfall of words that continue to spill from my mouth. I glance up at Z, realizing I just lashed out at him for no real reason. Sorry, that was not nice of me. What's wrong, human? What's hurting you? You can talk to me about it. It's dumb, and I already feel like I whine too much to you.
Well?
It's not dumb. I want to be here for you. Followed it up, or let it all out. Let it all out. Obedient route. Let it out. I just don't think any of my friends actually like me, or that they actually care for me. All of them are too busy caught up in themselves and how they feel about everything, their lives, not being perfect enough to brag to each other about. to drag each other down the best way they can through thin smiles and petty dugs. I bite my lip. This expectation of fine is so hard to reach. It's so darn tiring. It's becoming harder and harder to be around them. None of them ask me how I'm doing. It's only about them. What about that coworker of yours? I can't help but scoff. Do you think Alvin wants to just be my friend? Guys like that never just want to be friends. He will make everything about him. And once again, I'll just be left in the dust. Unconsidered, unwanted, alone. Kenny only cares for my feelings as far as it relates to herself and her own experiences. Everything is always about everyone else and what I can do for them. If I can laugh at their jokes, how I can help them feel better about themselves. I'm an accessory in everyone else's lives. Not even a darn plot device. But what about me? What about the end of the day? Who is there for me? I feel myself getting too worked up, tears prickled in my eyes. I bury my face in my arms. I can feel Z slowly stroking my hair comfortingly.
Don't worry. I am here. And you will never be alone again.
I probably shouldn't seek consolation from a demon. He's a cute demon though. As Z strokes my hair and whispers comforting words, the words I want to hear, words I need to hear, and the world around me fades from existence as I slip into a comforting darkness. I really love that transition. Is that the end of it? All right, so I think that was everything in the game. There was one picture that I just could not get. There was one, just one. I got all the photos except for this one, and I just could not get it. So I might play another one, and if I figure out how to get it, I'll upload it. But regardless, I love him. I love him so freaking much. This creator is just so talented. They really know how to like create the, not the will they won't they, but the tension. Like they are so good at creating the tension. They're so good at just creating such a uncomfortable but like fun and like curious atmosphere. Like we have no clue what's going on. We don't know what's going on yet at all. And you can't tell me this. There's going to be a lot more to this story. My favorite was by far the character creation. Thank you. I enjoyed it a lot. It warmed my little heart. It always makes me so excited when creators put brown skin and black hair, and it makes me really happy because it's something that, you know, we don't necessarily get different options for. And that was the best part, is that there were so many options and so many different styles. I really appreciated it. But yes, I loved this game. If you want to play it too, it is linked below in the description as always. It was so much fun being here with you. It was so much fun seeing you. And I hope that you are well and that you find peace in your days. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, whatever time it is. And I will see you later. Bye.